Congratulations on getting to week 11 of Thinsulin. The goal for this week is to understand the active phase and passive phase of the Thinsulin program. Usually, you lose weight very quickly initially. Then the weight loss will eventually slow down, and at some point, you will be stuck despite all efforts. In short, all diets will lead to a point at which the body cannot lose weight, no matter how hard you try. This is what we call the weight loss plateau, which is usually about 4 months, and it terminates the active phase and starts the passive phase. Why are you reaching the plateau? Because your body needs time to adjust. For example, you try to gain weight and eat a lot. You will reach a plateau at some point, usually after 4 months, when you gain 10% to 15% of your initial body weight. Your body needs to be adjusted by stretching your skin to accommodate more fat, building more supporting tissue such as depositing more calcium to your bones to handle heavier weight, etc. In short, your body has to be adjusted, otherwise it will collapse under the heavier weight. When you are gaining weight, you are in the active phase. After 4 months, you reach a plateau, which is the passive phase. Your body is adjusting during the passive phase. After 3 months of the passive phase, your body will allow you to gain more weight again. Conversely, when you lose weight, you will also go through 2 phases, active and passive phases. You will lose weight during the active phase. After 4 months, you will reach a plateau and can't lose any more weight. The plateau or passive phase will last 3 months. After your body is adjusted and stabilized, your body starts to lose weight again. The 2 stages of active and passive are completely opposite. If you do it right, you will lose weight during the active phase. Similarly, if you do it right, you will maintain weight during the passive phase. For example, you cannot cheat during the active phase, but you must cheat during the passive phase. Cheat slowly and correctly. For example, you usually eat 5 portions of carbohydrates per day. Each portion is the size of your fist. Let's say a portion of toast or a muffin for breakfast, a portion of sandwich for lunch, 2 portions of spaghetti or rice for dinner, and 1 portion of snack. During the active phase, you can cut down all carbohydrates from 5 portions down to none, and you start losing weight. After 4 months, you lose 25 to 30 pounds. What will you do next? Normally, you would keep doing the same thing because you don't know what else to do. It's a mistake, because once you reach the plateau, no matter how hard you try, you can't lose more weight. You can follow this strict diet for a short time, but can't do it forever. There are so much temptation, and you will eventually cheat. You will eventually eat carbohydrate or red light foods. The problem is that once you cheat, you will continue to cheat, and you will eventually gain the weight back. That's why, according to the statistics, 98% of those who lose weight gain back the weight over the course of a year. So, how do you maintain the weight and not gaining it back? The secret is you have to cheat to eat red light foods again, but you have to do it slowly. After 4 months, when you reach the plateau, in the first week of the passive phase, you must eat half portion of carbohydrates at breakfast or lunch. You can only eat half a portion because if you eat more than 1 portion, insulin will increase and you will gain weight immediately. The idea is that you introduce carbohydrates slowly so your body can get used to the carbs. Once your body gets used to the starch, you may advance to the full portion of carbohydrate in the 2nd week of the passive phase. You can increase half a portion of carbohydrate every week until you feel comfortable. For example, you eat half a portion of carb in the 1st week, 1 portion in the 2nd week, 1 portion and half in the 3rd week, then 2 portions in the 4th week. If you increase slowly, insulin level will not spike and you will not gain back the weight. There are 2 reasons why you have to cheat slowly. The first reason is to ask yourself which ways can you do for a long time, low carb or with carb. The second reason is to help you overcome the weight loss plateau. After 3 months of the passive phase, you want to lose more weight. All you have to do is to repeat another active phase by suddenly cut out all carbohydrate, for example, from 2 portions down to none. Most people will usually experience weight loss plateau toward the end of the 4th month. However, if you cheat often, you will reach the weight loss plateau sooner. Just like all journeys, you may not go on forever. At some points, you have to rest. Once you refuel, you will be able to move on. We have a short poem for you about active and passive phase. Most things usually come in pairs. When there's joy, there'll be despair. As things go up, it will go down. In a cycle, it goes around. In first cycle, it's active phase. You will lose weight, but here's the case. You will be stuck when reach plateau. It's time to rest and adjust, you know. Passive phase is the second cycle. Maintain your weight must be your goal. After good rest, continue on the journey. Head on your roads and enjoy your scenery. This program is brought to you by Dr. Tu Song Ang Nguyen, MD, together with Dr. Charles Nguyen, MD, the authors of the Thinsulin program, the breakthrough solution to help you lose weight and stay thin. Stay tuned for the next episode.